Today's topic, we are going to discuss an important expected question, and that might come from this upcoming INICET or upcoming NEET exam. So I hope you're all definitely learning and enjoying all the subjects taken for 15 minutes each. And definitely this will be a great help to you. And these sessions on almost daily basis from Monday to Friday will help you a lot to get on to the most important areas for exam. Okay, a patient with no complaints presented with dilated veins. What is CEAP staging for the image shown below? What is your answer? Option A says C2, C3, C4A, C4B. The right answer for this question is C2. C2. Let us look into the classification. Classification of CEAP, clinical, etiologic, anatomy, and pathology and physiology, pathophysiology. So, clinical, etiology, anatomy, pathophysiology classification for chronic venous disorder, widely utilized for clinical classification. C0, no signs of venous disease. C1, telangiectasia or reticular veins. C2, varicose veins. C3, edema. C4A, pigmentation or eczema. Some include malleolar flare in this category. C4B, lipodermatosclerosis or atrophic blanch. C5, healed venous ulcer. C6, active venous ulcer. Sure, short question. Very, very important area. And this is an expected question for your entrance. And this is also asked in the previous NEET 2021. So this becomes in detailed discussion. C0, no signs of venous disease. C1, telangiectasia or reticular veins. C2, varicose veins. C3, edema. C4A, pigmentation or eczema. C4B, lipodermatosclerosis. C5, healed venous ulcer. C6, active venous ulcer. Right? Now, each clinical class is further characterized depending upon whether patients are symptomatic is yes, asymptomatic is A. For example, C2S, that means C2 is varicose vein, S is symptomatic. If suppose for an etiological classification, EC is congenital, EP is primary, ES is secondary. EN is no venous cause identified. For anatomical classification, AS is superficial veins, AP is perforated veins, AD is deep veins, and AN is, what is varicose vein? Varicose vein is a dilated, abnormal, tortuous, dilated venous system, especially the superficial venous system of the lower limb. So, abnormal, dilated, tortuous, superficial venous system of the lower limb is the varicose vein of the lower limb, correct? Now, in varicose veins, there could be two aspects. One, is it a long saphenous vein or the short saphenous vein? In the dorsal venous arch, on the medial side, you have the long saphenous vein continuing, and on the lateral side, it is the short saphenous vein which continues. On the medial side, the long saphenous vein continues and goes anterior to the medial malleolus, goes on the medial aspect of the leg, and then goes onto the medial aspect of the knee, then goes onto the medial aspect of the thigh, then opens into the. Similarly, the short saphenous vein takes origin from the lateral aspect of the dorsal venous arch, and then goes posterior to the lateral malleolus, and then goes on lateral aspect of the leg and opens into the popliteal vein, the sapheno-popliteal junction. Is it clear? Very clear. Right? Now, they'll ask you this question, investigation of choice. Quick points, duplex Doppler. Investigation of choice is duplex Doppler. Next question they'll ask you, management of choice. Which system is affected? Is it the long saphenous vein affected? Is the short saphenous vein affected? Is the perforator veins that are affected? Or the reticular veins? We should know. The duplex Doppler will give you where exactly the pathology is. If it's going to be a long saphenous vein, the options could be flush ligation of long saphenous vein to the femoral vein. That is called Trendelenburg procedure. With or without stripping. Finished. If it is going to be short saphenous vein, treatment should be flush ligation of short saphenous vein to the popliteal vein. If it could be made with the perforator venous system, then the treatment of choice is SEPS, SEPS, subfacial endoscopic perforator surgery. Subfacial endoscopic perforator surgery. If it's going to be a reticular vein, then the treatment option is going to be sclerotherapy. Sclerotherapy. So I just repeat: long saphenous vein, flushed ligation of long saphenous vein to the femoral vein, Trendelenburg procedure with or without stripping. Short saphenous vein, flushed ligation of short saphenous vein to the popliteal vein at the popliteal fossa. If it's going to be the perforator venous system is the problem, the treatment of choice is SEPS, subfacial endoscopic perforator surgery, or if there is not available, stab avulsion. Stab avulsion. Reticular veins, sclerotherapy. What are the other treatment options available other than this? The other treatment options available are laser. These are called ablative procedures. Ablative procedures. One is going to be endovenous laser. Number two, radio frequency ablation. Remember this. So endovenous laser, that means you will have to put a probe, laser probe or radio frequency probe. Yes, from below upwards. Then you need to place 1 to 2 centimeter below the saphenofemoral junction, and you will put the probe into the machine generator. Could be a laser or radio frequency, and it will generate entirely, will ablate the vein, and the endothelium will all get inflamed, destroyed, and will become opposed, become fibrosed. So it is an ablative technique. So this is what they can ask you in exam. Pretty clear? So they can ask you, is it a long saphenous system or the short saphenous system? And what is the classification based out of it? And they will also ask you the treatment of choice and investigation of choice. Investigation of choice is duplex Doppler, and treatment of choice, that depends what duplex Doppler specifies the pathology is located at. Based on that, what we have discussed, yes, in the previous slide, you have to do accordingly. Is it long saphenous, short saphenous, or a perforator system, or going to be reticular veins? So based on that, you will be able to treat them. Now they'll also ask you, if there's a, suppose it's going to be recurrence. Suppose it's going to be recurrence. Yes, the treatment of choice again sclerotherapy. If it's going to be recurrence, again the treatment of choice will be sclerotherapy. Understood? And in sclerotherapy, you have also foam therapy. Yes. So with yet another important topic tomorrow, an expected question, I will meet you and we will discuss one topic for the day. Thank you. All the best.
Best training, peaceful environment, PG medical entrance exam preparation were my expectations. I got them at Speed Medical Village in Kanchipuram. Today, I am a PG topper.
Speed Medical Village, a unique eco-friendly campus dedicated for PG preparation. Speed Medical Institute, a complete solution for medical education.